Hello from the Crystal Coast. This is Pastor Kevin, encouraging you to run with endurance the race that God has set before you. It's Thursday, January the 26th. When it comes to your stuff, do they own you or do you own them? I think that's the issue that derailed a prospective, young, very successful follower of Jesus. You can read about him in Matthew chapter 19. He and Jesus had a conversation about, what he needed to do. And Jesus said to him, the commandments, keep them. And his response was, all these have I kept. What do I still lack? And Jesus said to him, if you would be perfect, go sell what you possess and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven, and come follow me. And when the young man heard this, he went away sorrowful because he had great possessions. And Jesus said to his disciples, truly I say to you, only with difficulty will a rich person enter the kingdom of heaven. And again, I tell you, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of heaven. It's really interesting interchange there. And I had a couple of takeaways for me as I read that. And the first one is this: how important it is for us to just be honest with ourselves about ourselves. This guy thought he was good, but when Jesus called him to account on just one of the commands, he knew he fell way short. He wasn't nearly as good as he thought he was. So my encouragement would be honest with yourself about yourself. And then the second takeaway for me as I read this is that really our stuff is a test. It's a test. And God wants to see how we think about it and what we do with it. So manage it well. That would be the encouragement. Manage it well for the glory of God. And don't let it manage you. Don't let it get a hold or a grip on you. So here's the question I've been thinking about. What do I have currently that I would really struggle to get rid of or to let go? My prayer for us today is that number one, we'd be brutally honest about our relationship to the things that God has made available to us, and that we manage them in such a way that they wouldn't actually manage us, that they wouldn't take control of our lives. I'll actually have a lot more to say about that this coming Sunday in our worship gatherings on the Crystal Coast. In the meantime, let me encourage you to enjoy the journey that God has you on for His glory. And I hope to see you Sunday.